They have drank of that cup, man. You know? And they take it hook, line, and sinker. That's why you see so many of those people from the other side of the world rushing to come over here to what's called the melting pot, America, to live, because what, they can be free and don't have to be under those strict laws of their countries, man. Them Arab women could come over here, they can wear their burqas, but sometimes they'll go out without them, man. They be walking all out of line. Normally, when they're in their country, they walking 15 feet behind a man. Over here, they all walking together, holding hands. Over in their country, they don't be holding hands with women over there. You know? Them Moabites can come over here. Everything is so cheap over there, they can come over here and make $200 a week, and they go far in their own country. So they're going to lay in the bed with this whore and take up these philosophies, man. And it says, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. So all the merchants have waxed rich, man, because America basically imports everything. They don't export nothing. Years ago, we used to have steel mills and auto factories and steel mills, textile factories, man. All that is gone under. So America imports. So all the countries that are outside of America, they export to us and they make money, man. And it says, verse 4, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, meaning America, man. And it says, come out of her, my people. Who are my people? The Lord's talking about right there. He's talking about the nation of Israel, but he's talking about who? The elect, that special one out of the nation. He's talking about the elect. Come out of her. And he says, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues, right? You say you receive not her plagues. The plague of what? Thermonuclear destruction. Because when that thermonuclear destruction come, that's the Lord saying, come out of her, meaning what? When the chariots come, right? The chariots is going, when you read in Revelation 11, when the chariots come simultaneously, when the bombs are going off, the chariots are going to be picking up the elect, man. And the enemy it says that the enemy is going to be held. They're going to be watching. They're going to be amazed and astonished. That's that voice. Come up out of her, man. And it says, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not her plagues. The same plagues, because the wicked gonna receive them plagues, man. They gonna drink of that cup of destruction. And it says, verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities, man. So the Most High is about to reach out to the earth, man. You know, he gonna remember all her evil deeds, man. It's gonna be, if you done good deeds and good work, it's gonna be salvation. But if you done wickedly, it's gonna be destruction by thermonuclear missile fire. Revelations 18:6, and it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she filled, fill her double, man. So bring terror on America, because America has brought terror on the nation of Israel, man. So God gonna punish them for that. It's gonna be, he gonna punish you with a stiff measure, man, of judgment for your wickedness and your pride, man. It says, verse 7, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, man. How much has she glorified herself and lived luxuriously. That's why when you go, every time you go to a certain city, you have certain sides that are better than the other. You go to the west side or the south side of certain towns, you have them Edomites that live, they just live extravagant, man. big nice homes, big beautiful yards, acres, 2 and 3 vehicles, man. Credit cards, maxed out credit cards, and they keep maxing them out. They live good, man. You know. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she have in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am not a widow, and I shall see no sorrow. Right? Because she thinks she never gonna see no sorrow. That's that pride. It says, I sit as a queen, that lady of kingdoms that we just read in Isaiah 47. And it says, I am no widow and shall see no sorrow. So she think that she won't see no loss of kids, man. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in 1 hour. It says, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly burn with fire, for strong is the Lord power who have judged her. So he's going to execute that sentence, man. The Lord is going to execute that sentence, and it's going to be swiftly, man. Destruction is coming. It's going to be suddenly. Great misery is coming to this place, man. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm gonna stay right there. Let me go look somewhere else right quick. Let me see this right here. It's Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this: thou art given unto pleasure that dwellest carelessly, and say in thy heart that I am, and none is beside me, and I shall sit as a widow, and neither shall I know the loss of children. Right? And it says, but these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. So when the Lord destroy you, it's gonna be a loss of children, and you're gonna experience that widowhood. That's that pride that you thought that you weren't gonna receive. The Lord is gonna bring it to you. It says, and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. Right? It says, there shall come upon thee in their perfection, and it means in their fullness. They're gonna come upon you, and the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments, because Esau is in heavy into witchcraft, man. They practice that as kids, man. They grew up practicing that witchcraft, man. They do it. They study that stuff from babies, man. When they're young kids, they indoctrinate them into that sorcery, man. And it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, if had perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and is none beside me. So, like I said, they've been trusted in that witchcraft, man. They constantly do witchcraft all the time. They have symbols of witchcraft all around these places, man. You just have to start looking, man. The witchcraft is all on the TVs. Everything is a symbol in witchcraft, man. They hang up just to destruct the infrastructure of the buildings. They're all phalluses, man. They are in the shape of penises, man. The phallus, man. Witchcraft is everywhere. Signs and symbols, man. You know? Let's see. I'm gonna read that again. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, right? And thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, right? Your own wisdom and knowledge is basically dealing with these divinations and sorceries, it's going to deceive you, man. It's going to send you the wrong way. And it says, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am and none beside me. Meaning you think none is more wiser than you, man. Because he thinks he's a real wise man. And he's going to find out, man. How about Shem Yahushai, man? In that destruction, he's going to find out that his sorcery and his witchcraft is not going to help him in that day. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it rises. Right? Because everybody basically gonna be shooting at America, man, when that time come. Because it tell you Jeremiah 51:7, I think the nations are mad. And you got to remember, the Lord is playing this chess game, man. That thing that he had Trump say, this is getting the nations mad. This could be a accumulation of World War III starting. It's already started. We're already in it, but it could get hot, like in a matter of days, man. And he said, it said right here, therefore shall evil come upon thee.